Hi, welcome to today's strength training workout. This is workout 1, week 2. We'll still be focusing on building muscle mass this week. We'll be doing 4 sets of 10 repetitions today. For equipment, you'll need moderate to heavy dumbbells and a bench if you have it. If you don't have a weight bench, no problem. You can do these exercises right on the floor, so make sure you have a mat handy. We're going to be focusing on glutes, quads, hamstrings for lower body, lats, shoulders, and biceps for upper body, and we'll finish with some abdominal exercises and stretching. We'll be starting with a warm-up, so go ahead and gather your equipment and meet me back here for your warm-up. For our warm-up today, we'll be practicing some of the exercises that we'll be doing in the workout, but with no resistance to warm up, so you can get comfortable with the exercise and start to think about what resistance you might want to use. So for our first exercise today, we're going to be doing shoulder squats, which means that we're just holding the weights up on our shoulders. So to start in that position, we're just going to have our hands up here as if we are holding weights. We'll come into our squat position, which is feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart, and we're just going to take a nice easy squat to start, so not too deep. Let's do about 10 reps here in our warm-up. Pressing through your heels, coming all the way straight. Let's do 5 more. Keep that chest up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're gonna step a little bit wider, keeping the legs parallel so the toes are pointed forward. And we're gonna come into our wide leg deadlift position. So keeping the back flat, you're gonna hinge from the hips, touch your knees, come all the way back up. So we'll start small at first, keeping that back flat, pushing your hips back, coming into a wide stance. So you want those feet to be a little bit wider than hip width apart. Shoulders back, back straight, glutes, quads, and hamstrings and lower back, all working in our lower body exercises today. So let's get warmed up, starting to get a little bit lower into that hinge position for 3 more. 2, last 1. And then finally for our leg exercises, we'll be doing a front lunge. So we'll be stepping forward into our lunge, holding weights in each hand and back. Now for your lunges, you want to keep your chest lifted, back straight, and aiming for about a 90-degree bend in both knees. You can keep it small to start, and as you get more comfortable with the balance, you can ease into it. Let's get 1 more on this side, and here's the other side. Good, keeping that chest up, so think about a straight line from shoulder to knee. Let's get 3 more. 2, last 1. Good, let's start to get those arms warmed up a little bit. We're just gonna keep the palms in by the sides. And we're just gonna reach the arms up overhead, come to your toes and back down. Big reach up and down. So today we'll be doing a front raise with the hands turned in. So similar movement to this, but just coming up to about shoulder height with the weights in your hands, moderate to heavy weight. Working the front shoulders and the lats. Let's get 1 more, and I'll show you what our lat exercise will look like today. We'll be on the bench or on the floor, back flat. You'll have weights in your hands, doing a lat pullover. We'll start at about shoulder height, and then reaching the weight back behind your head and coming right back to shoulder height. So let's take a big stretch, and you can do this on the floor or on the bench. Exhale as your arms go back, so that's gonna pull your belly in and keep your back flat, which is really important when we do this with a weight. So we're gonna start to stretch those shoulders so we can get a good range of motion here. Once we have that weight, you'll really feel your lats working, which is kind of right under your armpit area, down the middle of your back. 3, 2, last 1, and go ahead and come up to your feet And then our final exercise that we'll be doing for arms will be an elevated biceps curl. So you're gonna come up to about shoulder height with the weights in your hands, curl your arms in and extend. So keeping your elbows still in space and just bringing your hands towards your shoulders. We'll be doing a lower body and an upper body exercise combined for the 4 sets, and then we'll get a longer break before we switch exercises. Let's take a big arm circle up and down 2 more times. Inhale up, exhale down last time, and down. So go ahead and grab a drink of water before we get started if you need it, and we are going to start with our shoulder squats. So start with your moderate weight and see how that feels. You'll have 1 weight in each hand. So shoulder squats for the first exercise, getting into the position is important. So you want to make sure that your weights aren't too heavy, because if you don't have someone to help you, it can be a little tricky to get in. So have your weights in each hand and kind of hold the back side of the dumbbell. You're gonna come into a curl and place the weights on your shoulders. Then you're gonna hold the front of the weight in place. Sometimes the hardest part of this exercise is it's not super comfortable on your shoulders. So if you don't like this position, then what you can do is hold it like this and just have the dumbbell resting on your shoulders. So just depending on how heavy your weight is. If the weight is heavier, you might be more comfortable in this position. So pick the position that feels more comfortable for you. We're gonna come into our squat position, feet a little wider than hip width apart, and 10 reps. Here we go. Chest up, back straight. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come out of it the same way you came in, carefully and with control. Next, we're on the bench for our lat pullovers. You have 2 options for this, and I'll show you each option. You can use 1 single weight and hold it horizontally like this. Now, the heavier the weight, the harder it is to grip because the weight gets larger, so it's just a little bit harder to hold. You can also take 2 single weights and hold them side by side. I'll show you that option for our first set. So go ahead and come onto your back with your weights. Now, if you're using 2 weights, you want to make sure that you maintain a shoulder width distance. So try not to be too wide or too close together, just about shoulder width, and we're starting at shoulder height. Pull your belly in, tuck your pelvis so the back is flat on the bench. Now reaching back behind you as far as you can without bending your elbows or arching your back. And you're gonna exhale when you go back. Inhale up. Good, use that breath. Soft elbows, not locked. Up to 5 more. Good. Last 3. 2. And last 1. Coming out of it, bend your arms, take the weights close to your body, and sit up. All right, I'll show you the other option next time around. Go ahead and set your weights down and come back to the weights that you had for your squats. For round 2 of 4, 10 reps. Hands at your shoulders, weights resting on your shoulders. Find that squat position, pull the belly in, and let's go. 10, 9, 8, press through the heels, squeeze the glutes, push those hips forward. 5 more, elbows wide. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Back to our lat pullovers. So if you're using a single weight, just make sure that you can comfortably grip it so that you don't drop the weight. And you can see with one weight, it's pretty easy to maintain that shoulder width position, starting with the weight over shoulder height. Inhale at the top, pull the belly in, exhale back. 10 reps.
Good, 3 more. Don't lock your elbows, but try not to bend too much. Last one. All right, great job. Weight close to your body as you come up. Moving into round 3. Weights by your shoulders, squat position, 10 reps. Keep that chest up. 5 more to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. 3 down on the squats. Moving into round 3 on the lat pullovers. 1 single weight or 2 weights. Whatever gets you to that right combination where it's a moderate to heavy resistance. 6 to 10 reps, where 6 can be done with good form, 10 is challenging, and here we go. Exhaling as you go back is important because that helps to maintain your posture. We have 4 more to go. Try not to pop the ribs. 4, 3, 2, last one, and down. All right, we're coming into our final round of this sequence. Back to our squats, last set. Weights up on your shoulders, 10 final reps. Five more to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Squats are done. Let's finish up the lat pullovers. Take your time getting into position. Weight at shoulder height, belly pulled in, exhale back for 10. Move at the pace of your breath. So take that full exhale, as low as you can go without arching your back or bending your elbows. Good, last 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Great work. Go ahead and set that weight aside. Grab a drink of water, and we'll come back here. We'll move on to our second set of exercises. When you're resting, it's really important to make sure that you fully recover before we move into the next set. So if you need to pause the video and come back in, please do that. Make sure your heart rate is recovered, make sure your breath rate is back to normal, and just that you're feeling like your muscles are ready to move on to the next exercise, which is wide leg deadlifts. So go ahead and grab a set of your heavy weights.
And also making sure that when you pick up your heavy weights, you're using good form. So you want to bend your knees, keep your back straight, keep the weights close to your body. Come all the way up, and that's your first deadlift. So we're doing a wide leg deadlift today. So we're wider than hip width apart. Feet are parallel, which means toes are pointed forward. If that bothers your knees, you can turn out slightly. So you want soft knees, not locked. So what that looks like from the side, here's locked, here's soft. Not much of a difference, but you can feel it in your body. Hinge from your hip, all the way up straight. Now, if the weights are so heavy that they're forcing you to round your back and shoulders, then go lighter. You want to be able to keep your shoulders parallel to one another and your spine nice and long. Pressing into the heels, exhaling up, and squeezing those glutes at the top. Let's get 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and set the weights down. Moving in to our front raise, you'll have the weights facing inward and we're reaching up to shoulder height. So a moderate weight, not too heavy on these. And you want to be able to get up to shoulder height with just a slight bend in your elbows. So here's straight, here's a slight bend. This is where I want you to be, not too much, just a little bit. And we're gonna reach just up to shoulder height and control it back down. Exhaling up, inhaling down, 6 to 10 reps. Now it's really easy to want to come down fast on these, but I want you to use that resistance coming down as well. 5 more. Pull your belly in, keep your back straight. 4, soft knees. 3, 2, last one, come down with control and rest. All right, give your hands a little rest because sometimes the grip can be the most challenging part with heavy weights. So when you're ready, go ahead and grab those and we'll work into round 2 of our wide leg deadlifts. Weights in front by your hips, hinge and up, squeeze the glutes.
There's nothing to fear if you try. If you
Halfway, let's get those last 5.
let rain fall
4,
from the sky,
3,
I'll tend to your needs.
2,
We
1, and down. Moving back in to our front raise with straight arms, moderate weights. Round 2.
oh so bright and red. My
Pull your belly in.
takes. Oh,
5 more.
oh so bright and red.
Control it down.
My heart levitates.
3,
Oh,
2,
bright and
and here's the last one of these.
my heart
Rest.
Oh,
Be sure that you are resting as long as you need to. Take a water break when you need it. Don't wait for me to tell you. And when you're ready, moving into round 3, wide leg deadlifts.
we can live here.
10 reps. This is 3 of 4.
We can die. We
Flat back, shoulders back.
live here.
Good, last 3. 2, 1, and done. Round 3 of your shoulder raise. Grab your weights. Starting with your weights by your side, palms turned in. Exhale up and control it down. Soft elbows, not coming up too much higher than shoulder height. Great job, you got this. 4 more. Remember, anything after 6 is extra credit. 3, 2, and last one. And down. Beautiful. We're in our last set of these, so you've got one more time with those heavy weights with the deadlifts. Wide stance, weights by your sides, shoulders back. Pull those shoulders back every time just to reset that posture. Flat back, pressing the heels. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Go ahead and put those heavy weights aside. We'll get one more round with our front raise. So pick up those moderate weights and let's finish up this round. Last 10 reps, palms in, soft knees, posture, pull the belly in, shoulders back, exhale up. Good, we've got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, nice and slow, and rest. Great work. Take your water break now, and then we're coming back for our front lunges and biceps curls. We'll start this sequence with our front lunges. So we will be stepping in and stepping out of the movement. So do expect your heart rate to get elevated on this one. With that being said, you might want to start with a lighter weight and work your way into that heavier weight until you know what feels good. So go ahead and grab those weights. You're gonna hold the weights by your sides. We're gonna start with the right leg stepping forward, step into that lunge and back. Shoulders back, 90-degree bend in both knees. Ball of your foot on that back foot. 5 more this way. 5, chest up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just take a little pause here. Reestablish that posture, and we'll go right into the other side. Down and up. So as you're coming forward, you're lifting that back heel, pushing off with that front heel when you come back. Five more. 4, 3, good. Keep those shoulders back. 2, 1, rest. Now for this next biceps exercise, because our arms are going to be elevated, going to be significantly less weight than maybe what you did last week when we did our biceps curls with our hands down. So start low, you can always increase, but we don't want to injure the shoulders or the elbows, so just make sure you're careful setting up for these. The position is elbows are going to be slightly lower than the shoulders. Palms are facing in. Curl, extend, but not all the way straight because you don't want to hyperextend your elbows with weight. Try not to arch your back. So this is as much a core exercise as anything. 5 more. So you can see how being in this position works the shoulders in addition to the biceps. 2 more. And 1. And we're also stabilizing in the lats to maintain that posture. So you get lats, shoulders, and biceps all in one exercise. All right, moving back into those lunges. So take a minute, assess how you feel. If your heart rate got too elevated for what you're comfortable with, then maybe you do these ones without weight because it's definitely going to be a little bit more intense. Otherwise, grab your weights and let's get round 2. 10 reps, shoulders back, posture nice and tall. Step in, step out. Four more on this side. 4, 3, 2, 1. That side's done. Let's get those 10 on the other side. Make sure you're breathing. 90-degree bend in both knees. 5 more to go. Lift that heel on the back foot. Last 3. Don't lean forward, chest up. 2, 1. Rest. 2 of 4 for lunges. Coming back into our elevated biceps curls. Take a couple of deep breaths, in and out through the nose. If you can, that'll help to get that heart rate back to normal quicker. And let's go into it. Lift, curl, extend, exhale, inhale. Five more. 5, 4, slow and controlled, pace of your breath. 2, 1, and down. All right, we're halfway done with this set. Let's get round 3 with the lunges. We're gonna go left leg first this time. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, count out loud with me, get that breathing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, right leg forward, push. 8, counting down, 7, 6, lift that back heel. 5, 4, chest up. 3, 2, 1, rest. Back to arms. 10 reps. Set it up, lifting up, elbows slightly lower than your shoulders, in and out, arms parallel. Halfway, let's get those last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So we've got 3 sets done. 1 more to go. Now remember, we're building muscle mass, 3 to 5 sets, 6 to 10 reps. That means 6 to 10 reps where it's challenging, where you're maintaining good form, but where you're starting to really feel fatigued at the end. If you're at that point already, take a break now. If you want to keep going, let's grab those weights. All right, last set, 10 on each side, left leg first. Exhale forward. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just get right into that other side for 10. 8. 6. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done with lunges. And we've got 1 more set of your biceps. So go ahead and grab those weights and let's finish it up. Last time, keep that good form, lift and in. Coming up on halfway, last 5 reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Great job on your resistance training. Go ahead and move your weights out of the way. We're gonna work on abs next, so you can grab a mat, take a water break, and I'll meet you back here.
You're taking way too long, it's overtime. No lucky strikes, you're all it takes to be in my zone. So show me something, just a little sign. Yeah, I'm always ready, so just
welcome back. We'll be working on our ab exercises next. You can leave your shoes on or take them off. Meet me down on the mat on your back. We're gonna start with just a basic crunch today. So you're gonna have your feet about hip width apart, hands behind your head, elbows wide. Exhale, crunch up. Inhale down. Try to get your shoulder blades lifted off the mat. 15 reps. Slow and controlled. Don't pull on your neck.
Good, 5 more breathing, exhale up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So that was spinal flexion. Next, we are going to work on rotation. So coming into our bicycle crunches, you're gonna bring your legs up into a tabletop, flex up to start. We're gonna bring your left elbow to your right knee, twisting, inhale back to center. Alternating sides. 10 more. 9, 8, exhale on the twist. Inhale on the transition. Shoulder blades up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Maybe just roll your head from side to side. If you have any neck tension from those. So we're trying to work through all of the movements of the spine. So we have flexion, which we started with, rotation right and left, which we just did. Now we're gonna do lateral flexion, which is side bending. So we're gonna start flexed up with our hands by our sides, and you're just gonna bend to the sides as if you were gonna touch your ankle and then come back in. Staying flexed up. Exhale on the bend. Like you're holding a tennis ball under your chin. 10 more. 10, 9, exhale bend, inhale center. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. So we did flexion, rotation, lateral flexion, and now we're moving into extension. So you can roll over onto your stomach. And we're gonna start with the chest down, hands by your shoulders, legs together so your thumbs are right up by your shoulders, elbows hugging in by your side. We're just gonna press up and down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Now keep your neck neutral so you're not lifting and lowering your head. You're just keeping it neutral in place. Inhale up. Exhale down. Five more. Three, 2, and last one. All the way down. Tuck your toes under. We're gonna push up. Take a little child's pose here to stretch the shoulders and the back. Your knees can be wide. And let's take one more big breath here. And then go ahead and roll up and come to stand. We'll finish up with a few more stretches. So we're gonna start with a hamstring stretch. So you're just gonna step your right leg back. Keep your left leg forward so you have a little bit of space in between, a little bit of turnout on that back leg. And we're just gonna hinge from the hips, so keeping your back straight, and just take your hands to your thighs. To your thigh, and not on your knee, so you don't wanna press on your knee, but maybe you come a little bit lower. Keep some weight in that back heel. And we're just gonna stay here for a few breaths, just keeping that length in the spine. The hips are pulling back.
pressing into that back foot. Straight but not locked front knee. Let's take one more breath here. Come all the way up, and then we'll just switch sides. So right leg forward, left leg back. Both legs are straight. Left leg is slightly turned out. Pull the hip creases back. Hinge from the hip with a flat back. Hands anywhere but on your knee. And try to keep nice long spine so you're not rounding your shoulders or your back. We'll take a couple more breaths here, and then we're gonna repeat on the other side, same thing, but this time we're gonna add a shoulder stretch. So we're gonna set that up first. Take your hands behind your back, clasp together if you can. If that's not available to you, then we're just gonna reach back. Clasp together if you can, right leg back, left leg forward. Find that length in your spine, roll the shoulders back and hinge. And you can lift as high as is comfortable for your shoulders. One more breath here. Lift up, release your arms, and switch sides. Set up that shoulder stretch, roll the shoulders back, left leg back, right leg forward, pull the hip creases back, hinge forward, stretch the arms. If you feel any discomfort in your shoulders, like I said, you can just reach back this way. You could also hold on to a strap here, that works really well, or if this is not it for your shoulders, just go back to that first piece that we did with hands on the thigh. Take one more big breath here. Come all the way up. We're gonna finish up with a quad stretch. So this does require some balance. So you might wanna have a chair or stand next to the wall where you can have one hand on something stable. And we're just gonna reach up and grab the foot. Now, if that is not available to you, then you can do this on the floor and just come into a low lunge. So you choose what works for you today. This also gives you a little shoulder stretch. So if you grab the inside, I'm just showing you, but don't have your leg out like this, inside of your foot, that'll rotate your shoulder back and give you a little additional shoulder stretch. This arm can do whatever it needs to do for balance. Now think about pushing that thigh back just a little bit more and release. Other side. It's always better balance on one side than the other. Just make sure wherever you are that you're safe from falling. It's always okay to hold on to something. We're focusing on stretching, not on balance right now. So make sure that you feel safe. One more breath, push that thigh back and rest. Great job today. Thank you so much for joining me. You did a wonderful job, and I will see you for workout 2 in a couple of days.